Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's another exciting episode of the Henney Boys.
Let's do it.
House.
Woof, 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 woof. Arsenio Hall shit, okay?
Whatever happened to Arsenio, by
I
the
don't
way?
fucking know. He's got a new special out on Netflix.
Does he?
Finally popped into
He
my
was
brain.
groundbreaking, man.
He was groundbreaking.
Was he like the first black dude that hosted a show or something?
I think he's the first black dude in America. Yo,
Our boy Craig Wilson. Shout out to Craig.
shout out to Craig Wilson, who's the nicest black man in America.
Oh, no doubt. But people used to say he looked like Arsenio Hall.
Did he? He still got that flat top box. I can get there.
Craig's a good guy.
I have to see a slimmer.
Yeah, we all got that problem.
Actually, Craig's in one of our videos. He's in one of them Avenger intros. It's like me and
yeah,
him.
it's in the corner. Yeah, I like that.
Yo, Mandalorian.
Are you a big Star Wars fan?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
I'm like moderately big.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm moderately big. I have fans. Mike Mullen, him and his wife, they're hardcore Star Wars fans. Shout out to Mike Mullen and his wife.
Michael!
Yeah, her birthday was just the 19th of November. So
that's awesome.
Happy belated birthday, even though I called her on her birthday. That's my sister. Cool. Yeah. So this Mandalorian.
So anyway, getting back to the Mandalorian. Well, as you know, Disney streaming, Disney Plus, just aired the first 3 episodes of the new show, The Mandalorians, which are the race that actually was Boba Fett's race.
Okay.
All right. So
the actual race, not the one that was cloned to make the stormtroopers and shit.
Well, we don't know all the details because in the 3rd episode we kind of we run across like the potential of like 10 or 15 Mandalorian type dudes who are all like ready to help defend the main Mandalorian. That's what the show's named after. Now we don't. The guess is, are they clones or the remainder of the race that's not dead? We don't really know.
And I'm taking it back to the
Empire Strikes Back.
No. After that, the 2nd series.
Oh, the
Clone Wars.
The Clone Wars. Yes.
Yeah. Where they cloned that great actor who played Aquaman's father.
Yeah. Good. It's good stuff there. That guy's good, man.
Yeah. But go back to the Mandalorian.
So anyway, to make a long story short, because it's I think it's a 9 episode season. The first episode.
That's pretty short.
It is, but
okay.
I don't know. I'm guessing. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of The Watchmen. That's 9 on HBO. Maybe it's 12. The first episode was about 40 minutes plus. Episode 2 and 3 were around 26, 27 minutes each.
What?
I swear to God, they're short.
Wait, so they're not even like the same length?
No. Well, the first one was a pilot, so if that was actually aired on a regular network TV, that would be an hour show. Okay,
I get that.
15 minutes of ads. 27 minutes is like what we used to do on the old Queen City show we did on WBBZ.
Yeah.
I had to give them 28.30, 3.0 half a second.
Is there There's no commercials in this streaming service.
There's no commercials, but I'm just wondering if eventually when they air it, they're pre-designing it for public TV eventually, if it ever makes it out, or will Disney ever let anything out again? We don't even know.
I don't know.
But they felt pretty good, and you do want more.
Okay.
They are releasing them weekly. They're not all binge worthy.
Tell me about this quality.
Quality's real good. The budget's real sharp. And the neat thing about it is, which I'm actually very happy about, is because I think some of the Disney stuff is showing some signs of, getting a little soft around the edges, like they're backing off on the, the more mature aspect of things. This is clearly watchable for young people and old people, but it's not just geared for a younger person. How's your stomach feel?
My stomach's feeling okay.
After that Impossible burger?
Yes.
From Burger King?
Yes.
You didn't get no funny feelings? So, did you plan this, by the way, or did you stumble upon buying this burger? Or was this did you mean to do it?
Okay. So
tell me about it.
Okay, let's get to rocket. So, at a particular high chain coffee shop, they now sell what is called the Beyond Sausage Sandwich.
I heard about it.
Which is a plant-based sausage. I'm not saying if I do or if I do not work at this place. I'm just saying that at one of these places that they do, right?
Right.
So I had the opportunity to try this sandwich.
This was unveiled about a week ago or so, I believe it was. Was there unveiling?
It was
a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, it was actually unveiled the 4th or the 5th of November.
Okay, so BK, a certain company,
they were ahead of
this whole arc for a little bit.
Yeah,
I think everybody's been working on their versions of things, but BK broke the ice on it first.
Yeah, BK jumped out the window with it first.
All right, so what do you think about this sausage, man?
So
it's a breakfast sausage, right?
Yeah, it's a little spicy. And
well, that disguises things.
And I'm a texture. Yeah, that does disguise things. And I'm a texture guy. So if you're going in looking for the sausage texture, you're not gonna get it.
That's too bad.
But people love it. Now I'm not saying
no, just by. I mean, truly, you mean love it because they told you I ate it and I loved it, I enjoyed it, or are you judging that on sales?
I'm judging that on sales.
Yeah, we don't know if they really love it.
But also, it's been said that when this sausage was introduced in certain markets, all the initial markets, that the retail margin of sales went up 17%.
Which is millions of dollars.
Which is millions of dollars. Now, so all the talk about that, and this burger's been out for a while. So you get to talking to people, you get to asking people, and there's people that's like, oh, you can't tell the difference, this and that. You start thinking to yourself, well, they got the lettuce, tomatoes, onions, mayonnaise all on that, so you might not be able to tell the difference. So I'm like, you know what? After work, I'm going in. I'm going in to try this thing. Okay.
Did you have fries and a soda pop with it, or you just went burger only?
So I went in, and I'm gonna tell you,
because you don't want to confuse your taste buds.
So I went in, and I was like, "Can I get a regular Whopper with cheese sandwich, and may I also get the Impossiblewhopper?" So caveat: I ate the Whopper sandwich meal. I ate the whole meal first, and at the last bit, I had the Impossiblewhopper. Bit into this thing.
First bite?
It is not a Whopper.
Of course.
Now, it's not terrible. And Eugene from the Beefmaster Network, when I posted this snap, he snapped me back like, "Yo, I hated that shit. This shit is terrible. Tastes like cardboard, all of this shit." It wasn't bad. Now, I'd like to give another explanation. So, in 2008, I went 6 months vegetarian, 6 months vegan. So when I was...
What did all your girlfriends think about that?
Oh, I got some stories.
Okay. So I understand if you get a little with flatulation, you know, if you're eating non-beef, you're eating just greens. Oh, you tell me later. Get back to it.
I'll unpack. Maybe offline, maybe not. So I only ate fish and eggs for the first 6 months, and everything else was plants.
Right.
And then I was like, if I can survive that, I'm going to try the next 6 months pure vegan. So I went the next 6 months pure vegan. I lost 30 to 40 pounds without trying. Now, it was also the fact that I wasn't eating no sugar. Yep. I wasn't eating no fast food. I wasn't eating no chips. So you
carbs, all that shit were down.
You remove all of that from your life. No, I was having plenty of carbs. Everything was carbs because there was no meat. I was eating nothing but vegetables, tofu, and fruit and nuts.
Are vegetables a carb?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's three macronutrients: dietary fat, protein, which is beef, and then carbohydrates.
Well, how come the vegetable versions of carbohydrates are so much better for you as opposed to like breads and pastas and some of those things?
Because they process all the good nutrients out.
Okay, so not all carbs are bad.
No. Right. I'm not a carb hating guy.
And I'm not an expert on like you are. Also, let me clear that.
Yeah, you definitely need carbohydrates. It's the refined sugars that are the real killers.
Problem. Yeah. That's why we have like whole wheat, the brown rice. That's the better carb of those families.
Yes and no, depending on if you're getting like Ezekiel bread, then that's good wheat bread. But even the wheat bread that we have now that you just grab off the shelf, just regular wheat bread.
Oh, that's crap.
That's just sugar.
But please don't break my heart and tell me Uncle Ben's rice is not good for me.
It's not really that good.
Oh, my wife buys. My wife buys the non-refined
it's
stuff.
It's not killer. If you're gonna stay away from any carbohydrates, you stay away from the refined sugar. Okay, but going back, so I had a year of being used to eating products like Morningstar.
Sure.
There's a bunch of different products.
There was a lot of burgers and things that were on the market at that time that were groundbreaking. They just brought them in the market.
Yeah, some were made out of soy, some were made out of tofu. So I have that. I'm used to that taste.
Yeah.
So I'm with that. But moving along, and I got some other stories.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and I got some other stories about that. But you gotta watch, if you go vegan, you gotta watch your protein intake. Because you'll lose testosterone and you won't be strong at certain times, okay?
Yeah.
But moving on, have you ever heard of Chinese social credit?
Yeah, I did actually hear something not that long ago on the internet about that. I was listening to a show and they were discussing it.
So it's
They actually been using AI to actually connect this data to do what they're doing against people. Am I correct?
it's like it's based on people's reputations.
Yeah.
So everything. So if you ever seen, remember that Black Mirror episode Nosedive? It had Bryce Dallas.
Oh yes. Oh,
yeah,
that was a great episode.
Yeah, it's legitimately almost that.
Yes,
where you get certain credits that allow you to get better homes, better loans. Get into better hotels.
Yeah, remember she couldn't get a wedding dress. She couldn't get a cab to pick her up.
Yes,
it spiraled out of control. Then because she couldn't get the cab, it went down less, and she took off leaving that house that day feeling great. By the time she got there, nobody wanted her in the wedding.
Yes,
because the wedding. What did the bride say? If you're in the wedding, it's going to knock down my score.
Yes,
it was ironic but scary.
I had no idea that this Chinese social credit was a thing. I just stumbled onto it doing research, but it's eerily similar.
Yeah, I heard about this about a week or two ago, and I was frightened about it.
Instituted by Google. They helped them establish this.
Don't trust Google. Sorry, Google. We love you, but there's something else.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, who knows what you're reading in the media? But you'll read some reviews where people are saying, "Oh my God, it's helping me to become a better person."
Well, it could in theory.
I get that, but at the same time, is it limiting your basic humanity rights?
What do I actually think of what they're doing with that is? It's what takes place. It's been going on for millions of years in the world. Sometimes the race is actually replenished and cleaned up by massive famines, wars, different things.
Okay.
And what happens is the higher resolution is what comes to the surface. I mean, that's how the evolution gets better, and that's how it does it. Now, these are scary topics. These are almost like genocidal type topics and eugenics type topics, and you don't want to touch upon them. But actually, they have so many people in the population of China that deep inside, they'll never admit it, they're trying to cleanse the people that they don't need in their country out of the way so they can become the leader of the globe.
That's interesting.
Within 50, 60 years, because there's no other way to do it. So now they claim that, and it's all based on algorithms, which we're always talking about.
Yeah.
And very, very frightening.
Yeah. I do not like one bit.
You can't get on a bus. You can't get a taxi. You can't get an airplane. There was a whole bunch of things.
You don't have access to certain foods.
Yep.
I don't like that type of control.
Healthcare, everything.
Because, okay,
I don't like it either.
It starts there, but in business, we're in the business of scale. So everybody's going to try to scale everything. So they're going to say, okay, this is working. What if we ramp it up a couple notches?
Well, that's the part of the problem that people are discussing, because after they analyze, let's say, a decade's worth of data of what they've done and how they, clean things up, whatever you want to call it.
So they're going to put up a projection of where they can go with it.
Correct. All of a sudden, now these new decisions are made by humans, which are using the data that they're getting from the AI that's generating it. So now this is when you don't know, is the AI going to play some games? Is it going to be?
Yeah.
You got to be cautious.
The AI could be playing footsie under the table to kind of cause some human war, to just you want to get rid of this many people, let's get rid of all of you, and make,
What if you have like a slimmer, cleaner society? Let's say the Chinese have 10 billion people. I don't know what their number is, right? What if they go we could probably still be quite impressive if we only had 4 billion people. And we're not even at 400 million people as Americans. Mm-mm. So if the Chinese are happy with, say, 4 or 5 billion as their population, as opposed to this, this 10 million that I'm guessing, they're going to be a scary bunch of people to mess with.
Yeah.
Financially, as a sleek army. Whew.
Yeah, there's riots going on in Hong Kong and different places where they're opposed to this Chinese social credit because they feel it's unethical. And like I said, it reminds me of 1984, Fahrenheit 9/11, all of these post-apocalyptic and Big Brother type books, where they're trying to, the higher ups, the high table, if you will, trying to impose their will, and subjugate people. Like I said, I don't like that idea at all.
No, I don't like it at all either. And you see it in some fictional places too. You see it on the astronomically phenomenal TV show called Mr. Robot. You see, this is something you need to catch up on.
I know I got to get up on that.
I have never seen a show scripted so well like this. This is the wildest show that we're talking about. That's similar to like Black Mirror gives you a little bit of that like different side of it.
Yeah.
You know, it's still fictional, but they give you the point. You know, Mr. Robot is from the point of view of like more like the banking side of it all. That's what their whole situation's about, which connects to the same thing we're talking about.
I gotta get into that. I'm definitely gonna get. This is not gonna be a Doctor Who type of situation.
Not even close.
I'm gonna get.
It's what's his name who plays the lead singer of Queen. He's Robbie. What's his name? The Egyptian kid there.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking
about. Not Egyptian, but I mean the lead singer from Queen was Egyptian. But it's not Ishmael, is it?
I don't know.
No, that's the writer, I think. Anyway, you need to check the show out. It's a young boy though. He played Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. And Handmaid's Tale.
That's another scary one.
Yeah.
Well, that one deals with like uteruses and vaginas and all that stuff, and controlling females' vaginas, and it's like getting back to almost like biblical slave times. Like a lot of our forefathers had a lot of fun laying pipe on some white women, on some black women, I should say. I mean, white women. They probably did white women too, but I mean, think about all the friends that we know that are of color that have like last names like Franklin, Jefferson, and Washington, and things like that. That doesn't come out of the blue.
Yeah, more of will being imposed.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So, were you finished on the that subject of the food there? Or you were doing the burger?
Yeah. So it wasn't the tastiest burger. I won't go back to get it, but it is not the worst. Like if you're already eating a plant-based diet, if you're already like a vegan or vegetarian, it's definitely a good substitute because you're obviously not going to eat the meat.
I got a reference point to the whole thing they're doing. Also, when I was a young kid, my mom used to. She's Italian. She was Sicilian, and she used to get like eggplant. I'm not sure if you've ever eaten eggplant before.
I have eaten eggplant.
So what my mom used to do was she would it looks like it's purple. It's the weirdest animal. It's the weirdest veggie in the world. It's purple and looks got a husk on it and the whole 9 yards. She would cut them into nice little slices, and she would drench it in eggs, and then she would put it in like Italian seasoning, like breadcrumbs and all that kind of stuff, and she would actually fry it in the frying pan.
Yeah.
And I could actually enjoy it with a little ketchup or a little salt and pepper.
Yeah.
But when she ever cooked it without the breading, I thought I was eating like a freaking cooked tomato.
Yeah.
So in some ways, that was almost like an experiment with veggies.
Yeah.
But they put some more things in it to make it more digestible to the public. So I think there's a place for it.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead.
I will say this. When I was not eating meat, it was literally clearly the best I ever felt in my life. There's something in meat, or maybe the amount of meat that we consume as Americans, maybe a little bit unhealthy.
It's the volume that's consumed.
I think it's probably the volume that because we consume a lot of meat in different forms. But like when I wasn't eating no meat, I was waking up on time, I was energetic, and I felt light. I felt just ready to go, ready to move. Like I was very excited.
Oh, I agree.
Like hell yeah, let's go.
Well, the thing that people are saying is the argument they're trying to pose is that the veggie foods that they're putting in these burgers or whatever it might be, chicken nuggets or whatever it might be, it's supposed to be better for you, right? Well, here's my argument, my side of the argument. Okay. They're saying that it's better for you. My thing is, hold on before we all of a sudden start switching gears and thinking it's the best thing in the world for you. We know food and beef and stuff has, it's got hormones, it's got things in there. There's a lot of stuff that's included to make it, taste better or whatever it might be. But you cannot just have a veggie burger taste the way it does if you're not manipulating with chemicals and different things also.
Yeah, they're definitely manipulating something.
I'd like to see the back of one of these boxes to see what's really in this stuff. You got preservatives, coloring stuff. You got the same junk that's in beef,
Yeah.
So, as time goes by, is that veggie burger really that good or not? We don't really know.
That is a good question. That was posed on the Joe Rogan podcast. He had the RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan. Wu-Tang.
Those guys are tough.
Yeah, they were real tough. The RZA apparently has been vegetarian at least since '95. He has not had any meat. Said he feels great.
He's such a smart guy. He knew.
Yeah, most of the Wu-Tang Clan has ventured over. Going from like what he said in his interview, and they don't eat meat. So there's something into that. I still like chicken wings every now and then.
Oh!
I love chicken wings.
Well, being from Buffalo, we do happen to have the best chicken wings.
The best chicken wings.
And we are pro blue cheese.
Pro blue cheese.
No doubt.
No ranch.
Ranch
shit
goes
out
on
of here.
salad.
Fuck that.
Come on, now our tacos
goes in the garbage can we're in my house, okay? But ladies and gentlemen, that was the weigh-in. Like, comment, subscribe. Sooner or later, we're going to be on SoundCloud and other different platforms, so look out for that. Merch is coming. Hell yeah.
Thank you.